So I actually, 8 years ago when we were just getting started, I was looking around at people who were in the industry that we could partner with, because we needed a printer supplier and we needed software for the photo booths. And so I picked up the phone and called Steve, and he was just so nice to me. You know, when you're a little fish starting off, you know, nobody wants to work with you, right? Because you're just a nobody, and everybody is trying to link up with the person that's higher than them, right? But Steve, you know, he was so kind to me, and he talked to me so nicely, and I'll never forget that. You know, he was like, yeah, Josh, you know, we'll be glad to help you out. You know, come by the office where we're going today, and you know, you can bring one of your photo booths here. And we actually had one of our photo booths in the lobby for a long time, you know, and that brought us a lot of business. And so I'm forever grateful to Steve and Imaging Spectrum and Darkroom, you know, for that. And you know, it's flourished into something great over the years. And business is not all about making money. You know, we've made a lot of friends and family, and that's just the hidden benefits of it.
So, little story about meeting Josh. You know, we get a lot of inbound phone calls every day, as well as make phone calls, but we get a lot of inbounds. And we're always, you know, we ask questions. You know, that's the thing, is we really want to understand what the customer is trying to accomplish, what their workflow's like, and that sort of thing. And when Josh said he was going to be a photo booth builder and selling photo booths, we really enjoyed being part of that. We struck up a friendship, and it kind of took from there. I've watched his business grow. It's just been a crazy ride. You know, the industry is a very healthy industry in terms of its growth over the last 10 years, and there just seems to be no end to the photo booth business, and what a pleasure it's been working with Josh. The thing that's been interesting in the photo booth industry is really the change in technology, and if you're old enough like me, 59 years old, I'll be 60 this year, I remember when I was a child begging my mother for some change at the grocery store so I could put it in the photo booth, close the curtain, make some silly faces, and you'd sit there and you'd wait 10 minutes for that strip to come out. So fast forward the clock, chemical photo booths kind of fell by the wayside, and about 12 years ago, some very smart people figured out how to take die-sub printers and digital cameras and create these portable digital photo booths. And that's really when it kind of started making waves in the industry, in the event business, and it's just been like this ever since. It's been a great ride, and it'll continue to be. I truly believe it is here to stay. It was really the digital transformation from analog that has made all this possible, and it continues to be very interesting as the technology is always has bells and whistles coming, just new ones all the time, and that keeps it exciting as well. Bill Varenkamp, wow, what a background he has.
All right. Hi, I'm Bill Varenkamp. I'm head of tech support here at Imaging Spectrum. I've been here just over 10 years. And just a little bit about my background. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Photography from San Francisco State here in Texas. And I've shot weddings for 39 years. I actually shot my first wedding while I was in high school. I've shot Santa since '85, events since '86, and I've had my photo booth for about 11 and a half years. I was reading in a photo magazine about 12 years ago about photo booths, and we were already doing events. We already had the die-sub printers, we already had the cameras, the lights and everything, and saw a thing about photo booths. And so I spent about a month doing research on photo booths, and then a month playing the software. In November of 2019, we had our first photo booth at a wedding that we were also the photographers on. So that's kind of my background on photo booths and the printers and the software and everything for them. Plus I was already doing support and on printers and training and things like that. So that's my background as far as how I got into it and my knowledge of photo booths. And just to let you know, all these printers behind me that print 4x6s, I've used at one time or another in our photo booth. So when people ask me about the printers, I've used them all. In junior high, I actually took a photography class, and that first time I processed a roll of film and unrolled it in the darkroom and saw the negatives, I was hooked. And I was actually very lucky. Here in Dallas, Texas, we have the first magnet school, Skyline High School, and I took photography 3 hours a day, every day in high school. So that's how far back my photography experience goes. photo booths are just fun. They're just 100% pure fun. They're a great, souvenir. They're a great memory for weddings. They're, a party favor, and I think the older you get and you start losing grandparents and parents and friends and things like that, those photos become really important. And so, a lot of times a photo booth may be your last photo with someone. My last photo of my grandfather, who passed away at 93, was a photo booth we had at a family reunion, my photo booth. So again, those photos become important. When I first started, even I had to start somewhere. And I was kind of lucky I had manufacturers to go to back at the time because it was still kind of new. And but I was once in need of help on the technical side as far as software and printers and stuff like that. I had to learn at some point too. Also, since I have a degree in photography, I think a good photo is really important. I don't, photos that are out of focus or too dark or too light or things like that kind of drive me a little bit crazy. So it's very important to me that I help people get a good photo, their equipment's working, their software is working. So anything I can help do, I certainly try to help. I've been a customer of Imaging Spectrum for about, the company I used to work for, when we couldn't get media fast enough from Sony, we'd buy it from Imaging Spectrum. So I'm one of the few people that have been to all three of the locations that Imaging Spectrum has had, plus I've had my own account for about 17 or 18 years. So longtime customer of Imaging Spectrum. We think it's really important to make sure we have the products, we have the knowledge to sell the products, to answer the questions when someone's looking to buy something. That's why I really like the fact that I've used all these printers at one time or another in my photo booth or at an event, so I know how they work, I know the pros and cons of them all. We try very hard to make sure our shipping gets out on time. If you call your orders by 4 o'clock Central Time, it'll ship that day. It's just a team to make sure we get the best experience for the customer that we can, because we want our customers to give their customers the best quality photo and experience they can. As far as my working here, again, it's kind of fun because I get access to all the toys. So I get to beta test things, I get to try new things. I know all the people at the companies, so if I have a question, I can call them. Something recently happened where a customer called me with an issue and I replicated it here and I contacted the manufacturer. They didn't even know they had an issue, and it had nothing to do with a printer or a drive or anything. It was a piece of software that they give for free, but there was a problem with it. But I helped discover that issue and how they could find it. So now that's in the process of being worked on, and that's just fun when you can provide that kind of assistance to your customers and also just play with the toys. So I do really enjoy that.
My name is Laura McAdams. I've been here for 8 years. I'm the sales and service specialist. Anybody that's looking for a photo booth or on-site photography, you can give me a call. Everybody that we bring onto the team here, we want to make sure that they enjoy the business, they enjoy talking to customers, they want to learn something new every day.
It's all about knowing who you're buying from, right? You're buying from real people, we're doing real business. Steve's been in the industry for 30 years. He's seen the ups and downs and left and right. And we're just happy. It's a great partnership. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be a better experience for the customers. And that's what we want. We want you to be successful. We want you to have the right equipment. We want you to have the right software. And we want you to have the right support.